In this video, you will learn a simple 3-step algorithm for dealing with manipulators and gaslighters. It's so effective that once you master it, you might even start looking for manipulators just to handle them with confidence. Sometimes, life surrounds us with people who manipulate us, devalue our achievements, our work, our dreams, and our desires. They give unsolicited advice or make inappropriate remarks about us or our loved ones. Why does this happen? Because of a low cultural level. We need to learn how to communicate with them in a way that makes them lose the desire to manipulate or gaslight us. Never engage in dialogue with manipulators because they are not interested in your opinion. Instead, you end up losing ground. You should never aggressively justify yourself or try to prove your point. Remember, the manipulator is not interested in your perspective. Their goal is to quickly throw you off balance, making you feel insecure so they can achieve their objective, whether it's making you do something you don't want to do or inducing guilt to make future manipulation easier. So how do we counter this? Here are 3 simple steps.
Step 1. Curious nonsense. Show interest and surprise.
A manipulator attacks swiftly, channeling all their energy toward you, looking for weak spots. For example, they might say you are a bad parent, playing on your existing guilt about not spending enough time with your child. Or they can say, you are a bad housewife. And you yourself think that you are a bad housewife. Once they see you reacting emotionally and justifying yourself, they know they've found the right target and will keep pushing to neutralize them. You need to disrupt their energy. How? By surprising them. Manipulators expect resistance or justification, but they don't expect curiosity. This immediately shifts the power dynamic. He will lose his position, because a strong position belongs to the one who attacks. A weak position belongs to the one who justifies themselves. We need him to justify himself. How to do it? When they say something like, "Who do you even think you are? Who needs you?" You will never succeed. You don't even understand what you're talking about. Respond with curiosity. Wow, those are some strong words. Can you elaborate? Who are you comparing me to? Based on what criteria? This forces them into the weak position of answering your questions instead of attacking you. Sometimes, even silent curiosity, raising an eyebrow or looking amused, can be more effective than words. You're essentially signaling, "What nonsense is this?" Let's see where your imagination takes you. And if you don't know how to make such a surprised facial expression, just say these phrases to yourself, and your face will automatically take on that expression. That is, the first step was to take away the manipulator's enthusiasm and initiative.
Step 2. Constructive exposure. Call them out.
Manipulators fear exposure. They won't openly admit, "I manipulate you because I don't want to put in any effort," or "I do this because I'm insecure." Instead, they pretend to be knowledgeable and helpful, pointing out your mistakes. You should directly but calmly address their manipulation. "It seems like you're trying to manipulate me. I sense some pressure in your words. It feels like you're trying to make me feel guilty. Your words seem designed to hurt me." No manipulator will outright admit they want to harm you, so they will start backing down. While they are busy figuring out their next move, they will slow down and lose control of the conversation. Because a person cannot do 100 things at once. Control the conversation and try to subdue you. This would be an unfamiliar strategy for them.
Step 3. Switching off. Completely exclude them.
Now that you've disrupted their attack and taken control, the final step is to remove them entirely from the conversation. The best way to do this is by shifting your attention inward and asking yourself questions out loud. Be sure to say it out loud. For example, if someone says, "You need to hit your child or they'll walk all over you," instead of arguing, you calmly start thinking aloud. "Interesting. If I do this, how will I feel as a parent? Will it make me feel like a good mother or a bad one?" Since your attention is now on yourself and not the manipulator, you effectively erase them from the interaction. They are no longer part of the conversation, and they will feel uncomfortable. Without even saying anything negative, you make them feel invisible. Oh, we continue talking to ourselves. For any manipulation, we ask ourselves, "Interesting, will this be good or bad for me? If I act as they suggest, will it give me energy or take it away? How will it affect my health? will I feel better? Or will it drain my last strength? When you calmly talk to yourself like this, as a rational person, you neutralize the manipulator. Over time, manipulators will start avoiding you because it's simply inconvenient to manipulate someone who doesn't react the way they expect. Of course, there are rather stubborn and not very smart manipulators who will try again and again. But you will have someone to practice on. The first step is to extinguish their pressure. The second step is to take control of the game. And the third step is to switch them off from your space entirely.
Practice the steps a few times and you'll see a dramatic change in your interactions. Remember, treating it as a training exercise removes unnecessary emotional weight and keeps you relaxed, exactly what a manipulator doesn't expect. Because their goal is to make you tense, so keep practicing. Good luck and always remember, mindfulness is the true path to freedom.